The undergraduate student government is questioning whether or not they should bring back My Nurse Line next year.
That was my line, Rob.
To make students more aware of the program, the president is going to send out a mass email in a few weeks. If more students start calling in after that, USG might consider paying for the nurse line again next year. It's that time of year again to fill out your FAFSA. Students need financial assistance for the upcoming year. You must fill out the application for federal student aid, even if your taxes are not completed yet. You can still file the application and make changes later. Ohio State's deadline is March 1st. You can pick up an application form at the financial aid office or file online. Students will receive award notification in the late spring.
Solar competition has some engineering students running to the nearest hardware store. OSU students will compete in Washington, D.C. against 20 other teams in this year's International Solar Decathlon. They must design and build a fully solar-powered home within its $100,000 budget. Final judging will take place in the fall of 2009. The U.S. Department of Energy is sponsoring the event.
A new group
called Blueprint College is looking for student role models. The program needs student facilitators to mentor children in Columbus City schools and help prepare them for college. It's a paid job requiring 6 hours per week from April through May. Information sessions for Blueprint will be held February 18th and 19th. The deadline for applications is February 29th.
Students, not the university, will be paying $115 million for the new union. The university will charge students $60 a quarter to pay for the union when it opens. Union officials originally said in 2005 that students would only have to pay between $20 and $50 a quarter. But now the fee is set at $60 because of inflation and because the building is costing a lot more than expected. The new union will be open sometime in 2010. Ohio State has more construction plans coming. Vice President Joseph Alluto announced Thursday that OSU will have what he calls the Academic Core North. This region extends from south by 17th Avenue to north on Woodruff Avenue. Several buildings are getting torn down, including Lord and Brown Hall. Alluto also says he wants to build new facilities in 5 different colleges. The target time for new building completion is 2020.
To kick off Black History Month, famed author and activist Kevin Powell stopped by OSU. The former MTV Real World star spoke to students and staff on Monday in Hitchcock Hall about the importance of diversity. He touched on the legacy of Carter G. Woodson, the founder of Black History Month, and urged students to keep tradition alive. Powell, who is running for U.S. Congress, stressed that more people have to become politically sound. To see the OSU Multicultural Center website for more Black History Month events.
If you're thinking about running for USG, be sure to hear about this important information for the elections this year.
There's a group that is against USG, though. Find out what these students have to say about the undergraduate student government.
Super Tuesday swept through the nation this week. We'll tell you how the candidates did. Your campus bookstore may not be selling you the lowest prices. Buckeye 19's Vicki Budavong has the inside on the Buckeye book scandal. Vicki?
Well, Meredith, students know that with every quarter comes new textbooks, which can cost an arm and a leg. But students aren't the only ones getting hit in the pocketbook. 4 major publishing companies feel the financial damage caused by a couple local student bookstores. Cengage Learning and McGraw-Hill Publishing Companies filed complaints against Buckeye Books in U.S. District Court last month. The bookstore on High and Woodruff sold foreign versions of textbooks printed on cheap paper. Publishing companies say Buckeye Books is ripping people off. Foreign editions cannot be sold in the U.S., and companies say the campus bookstore placed fake stickers on foreign books. The case is still in early phases, and no trial date has been set yet. In the newsroom, Vicki Budavong, Buckeye 19 News.
Want to be the next president of the undergraduate student government? Any student who would like to run for office this year must attend a mandatory information session. The Elections Board is holding the remaining sessions on Tuesday and Wednesday in Scott Laboratory. All USG positions are available, including vice president, treasurer, senators, and committee directors. USG says they want more people to run and to diversify their candidates. The elections are held in April. Democrats still aren't sure who's the frontrunner, even after Super Tuesday's finale. Hillary Clinton took the key states of New York and California, but experts say the narrow margin between Clinton and Obama makes the race too close to call. John McCain's the big winner on the Republican side. McCain now has half the delegates needed to claim the Republican ticket, after big wins in New York and California.
Republican candidate Mitt Romney is officially out of the race. The former Massachusetts governor withdrew from the presidential campaign on Thursday. That leaves his rival Senator John McCain as the Republican forerunner, with Mike Huckabee and Ron Paul far behind in the race. Romney put $40 million of his own money into the campaign. He only won 7 small caucus states on the Super Tuesday, while McCain took New York and California. Ohio Democrats are getting ready to hit the voting polls for next month's primary, and so are the candidates. Both Clinton's and Obama's campaigns are strumming up support throughout the Buckeye state. If you aren't registered, you're out of luck. The primary's registration ended early this month, but there's still time for November's general election.